Buff Nation, what up? BWB, my bandwagon buffs, what's poppin'? What's up? It's your man's Harry Billion. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We've had a lot of activity on the channel. Thank you to all the guys that's currently supporting us. You guys are continuing to watch the videos, and I really appreciate you. You know the phase. If you guys are frequenting and you haven't pressed that subscribe button yet, please press the subscribe button. I guarantee you, I'm going to keep bringing the information that you keep coming for. Also, give me that thumbs up button. Please remember to comment. You want to get your Coach Prime merch, or you want to get your Colorado University football, or just Colorado University merch, period. Anything related to Colorado University that's on Amazon, guys, you can find it on the store. I really appreciate those who've already made purchases. That's all the business I got. Let's go ahead and get this video started. Right now, we're all waiting for Cormani McClain. There's a reason why everybody's so excited about this kid. Let me tell you a little something about why this guy in this position is so important. I used to play a cornerback when I was in high school. The reason why this guy is highly coveted, the reason why the Travis Hunters are highly coveted, this is an elite position. I did a video on the kickers. If the kickers do their job well, you should not notice like you would. They will go uncelebrated. They come on, give us 1 point or give us 2 points, and they out of here. Or they kick the ball down and then they walk off the field, boring and all that. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing no swagger. They just kind of disappear in the crowd. Like you would never know their name. You got to be a lot of different things when you're a cornerback. You got to be fast. You got to be smart. You got to have vision. The cornerback is watching the corners. He's making sure nobody gets on that outside. And sometimes his agility and his quick thinking can save the game. If the cornerback does their job, the safeties are going to be so bored. If you have a lockdown corner, somebody who's like their field vision, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like a GPS system scanning every position and understanding. If you are a really good cornerback, your safety will be begging you for a little bit of action. Every now and then, if the corners are locked down, for real lockdown, your safety should look at your cornerback at a certain point in the game and be like, yo, let me one. Like, come on, bro. Let one in. Like, please just let one in. It's like a police officer in a small town, right, where there's no action at all, right? They're just looking for some kind of action because all they get to do is rescue cats and put out fights between grandmothers fighting over parking spots. That's all they get to do. They're just begging for a little bit of action. And then I hear some stories that some soldiers who train so well that they'd be like, dang, I want a little bit of action. Can I just shoot something? Anything. I'm joking, but come on. Like, that's what it feels like. I had an opportunity to step back as a safety. I know what it feels like to be a safety. You're all the way back there by your lonesome. Shallow's all the way back there. If anything gets past the D-line, if anything gets past the corners, then he's the last guy to make sure that nobody scores. If the cornerbacks do their job well, the safety should be bored. Okay, bro, we're winning by 40, bro. Just let one in. Let me hear something, please. That's why this position is so coveted. That's why you got people who are just going out of their way to make sure that they get this guy. We already got the number 1 guy from last year. Now we got the number 2 guy. If you lock down the corners, if you keep everything here, we have 300-pounders, 600-pounders. Have you seen our D-line? Bruh, these kids are eating buffalo wings for breakfast. If anybody happens to pass that D-line, you want those corners to be fast. You want them to have a great field vision because somebody can get beat on the other side and they can kind of cheat over to go help. That's why everybody's talking about him, and they know that if they put this kid opposite Travis Hunter with his athletic ability, number 1 and number 2, I don't care about week 0. I don't care about none of that. All of the detractors, the DDs, the Dion detractors, all of those people, they can be quiet. Y'all can move out of the way because we would not care, bro. Give us a break. Georgia, TCU, and all these people. It wouldn't matter. If you put talent and talent together, the only thing that's going to be left is what? Heart. You don't think Coach Prime knows how to put the heart into these kids? I would say 2nd, 3rd year, you should start expecting chips. We're going to reserve the 1st year and say, yes, I think we can do it. I think that coach is going to get us there, but just to be a little conservative. In year number 2, year number 3, we're chip contenders. No doubt, we're chip contenders. We're the number 1 recruiters from that transfer portal. Anybody transferring, we're getting. The whole Cormani news and all of that stuff, we're making our case. It's like I keep telling you guys, influence matters. The bright lights matter. Like Black Lives Matter, the bright lights matter. Anyway, the bright lights do matter. BLM. Because everybody has an agenda. Ain't nobody trying to take the long road. Why would I want to take the long road when the short road can get me there much faster? We got the lights on here. Our light bill is paid. Our light bill is prepaid. The bright lights are here. You want to be somewhere where they're going to put you on display. I feel like a lot of coaches want to be the superstar. A lot of coaches want to be the star. Coach Prime is already a star. Coach Prime has already enjoyed his moment in the lights. Coach Prime knows what it means and knows how it feels to be a star. He doesn't need the spotlight. He has his own spotlight spotlight that he's putting on. What he wants to do is share the spotlight. He knows how to maximize what comes with the spotlight. He knows how to maximize the moment. So he's telling these kids, when you come to me, I know how to position you to maximize the spotlight. When you go to these other coaches, they want to be the star. Sit down over there. You'll play when I say you can play. I'm the man over here. So you're going to listen to me. You sit down. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Oh, God, like chill. You want somebody who actually has already been a star, who understands what it means to be a star, who knows how to handle these questions. Like somebody said in the comments, it's bigger than football. I want y'all to understand that this thing is way bigger than football. Some of these kids are handling life situations. You go off campus, you go to a party and something happens. You go off campus, you go to some party and this young girl comes out and says, he did something to me. You know, I can't say that word on YouTube. You get into a fight, something happens. You may have some gang affiliation from your old neighborhood that's still following you. They come to the game and they're looking at you like, hey, what up? It's time for you to pay that debt you got. There's a lot going on in the background that we're not privy to. I want you to understand it is way bigger than football. When you're dealing with college students, you're dealing with, young girls having bellies. You're dealing with a whole lot of situations, a whole lot of extracurricular activities that somebody has to be experienced enough and understand enough to be able to hug these kids when it comes down to the nitty gritty. Somebody got to be able to put their arms around these kids and say, hey, listen, man, I know what you're going through. I've been where you've been and I understand. Somebody has to be able to do that. And I think Coach Prime understands that very well and he knows how to communicate that. And he's done it over and over again. So when it comes time to recruiting and all he has to do is just take one of these players and say, give your testimony, tell them what we've been through and the things that you and I had to fight over to get you to this point, tell them it's a game changer. Then it comes easy because he's already doing that. So it's bigger than football. These are the things that we don't see. When the coach is talking to Cormani, when he's talking to Travis Hunter, he's talking to these 5 stars. All you're seeing is 5-star is very hard to do. But 5-star only means that you're an elite player. You're just another kid that coach has to talk to. Talk to the mother and say, hey, mama, listen, I got him. He's going to be okay. Oh, did you know that he's dealing with gang members? They want to hurt him? I got it. Don't worry. We're going to take care of that. Oh, his girl, she's expecting. We're going to take care of that. We're going to make sure that she's okay too. We're going to make sure that she has a good place to live. We're going to make sure that she's okay. We're going to take care of her. Oh, man, his grandmother's in the hospital. Don't worry. We're going to visit her. He visits her every weekend. We're going to visit her together. I'm going to go with him. His brother's in a gang and I don't know what to do. I got somebody who's actually responsible for that kind of stuff. We got somebody for that. Don't worry. We're going to send somebody there to his big brother and we're going to have a conversation. We need him mentally to be ready to play. So if he's always thinking about his big brother being in a gang or being killed, we're going to make sure that we take care of the big brother so that he can be mentally ready for the games. We're going to take care of that. So it's bigger than football. Well, we're dealing with kids. We're dealing with people that are trying to figure their lives out. They're not professionals. And that's probably why coach is not trying to coach NFL. That's probably why he wants to reserve his energy for kids that he needs to impart some information into to go out there and be better citizens of the world. I think this is part of the reason why coach is very successful because he understands very well that it's bigger than football. You can't just go to a kid's house and just talk X's and O's. You got to be able to impart something into them to where their parents can take away something. The uncle that helped them to come up, he can get something from it. The dad can get something from it. So everybody kind of feel comfortable. Once everybody feel at ease, once you walk into the room, everybody should feel your essence. Everybody should feel your spirit when you walk into the room. You're not nervous. You're not coming here to try to coerce them. We know who's walking into those rooms. That's why every single time that coach walks into a room, I can almost come on this microphone and say, we got him. I feel confident in that man. I feel confident that way. I know that if he goes into any room, if he's allowed to go into the room, I know what he's taking into that room. That's how we do it. If you needed to know why we admire this guy, it's because we know the type of character that he's going into every room with. We know what he's taking into those rooms, into those recruiting rooms, into those living rooms, into those dining rooms, into those houses, into those apartments. We know who's going in there. So when we say, okay, go in there, we're sending our best negotiator in there, we know that he's going to get the job done. We feel confident. We're going to come here, we're going to come on these channels, and we're going to say, we got him. We got our man. Even though they didn't sign yet, as soon as we know that Coach Prime got, he got one in their grips, we're going to come on here confidence on the way. We got one. But we're still going to be responsible journalists. We're not journalists, okay? To be frank, we're not journalists. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a journalist. I do journalism work, but I don't have a credential as a journalist. I'm a filmmaker for sure. We're very confident over here. At TLP Sports Club, we're very confident over here that we're going to get them. But being responsible citizens of the community, we're going to reserve our predictions. We're going to reserve everything. But, I want our people to feel confident that at least we're in the room. At least we're in the conversation. I don't know that many people thought that we were in the conversation, but now we're in the conversation. Now our name is at the head of the group. So that's part of it. We don't know if it's going to happen today. It's going to happen tomorrow. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think is going on out there? How important is Cormani to our program? If you are one of my pros, let me know what you think. Break it down for us in the comments. I just wanted to drop this quick video off to you guys so we can keep the dialogue going, keep the excitement going. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Thanks for watching. This is Harry B with TLP Sports Club. Brah.